Well, hey, long time no see. Did you miss me? I know it's been a while. It's been. We don't have to get into it. As you can see behind me, we have naked shelves. I haven't put nary a book on them. Absolutely nothing. However, the state of my books right now is a little bit chaotic. So we're gonna fix that today. I'm anticipating this is going to take me 2 hours. So here's my plan. This is what I'm thinking. I'm gonna take all of it except for my romance. Maybe my romance is kind of organized already. I don't think I need to touch that, but I definitely need to go through the box of books because I don't know what's in there. I haven't seen that box of books in like a month and a half, maybe 2 months, and I need to figure out what's happening. Okay, if I just go off of vibes and like some of it might be horror, it might be like, what is this? Like, what is this genre? I don't know. Should I put this in horror or translated? You tell me. I think I'll put it in horror. Wait, I don't think it's counted as horror. We'll put it in translated. We'll do that. That's okay. Gotta make some decisions sometimes. I love how I keep looking on the back of these books like it's gonna tell me something. It's not going to. It's not gonna give me any answers. You guys would have no memory of this because I don't think I was like making any sort of book. This is so dusty. I wasn't making any sort of like book content yet, but I was in like a thriller kick for a bit. This is the first book that I like ever read as an adult. Yeah, this is what started it all. We wouldn't be doing this right now if it wasn't for this book. So shout out to this book. But I don't really have any thrillers. There's like this, I think, that are like just straight up thrillers and not like a thriller mixed with something else. I don't know where these are gonna go. I guess with the historical, because I also don't have that much of that either. So maybe some genres are gonna have to be put together because there's just not that much of them. Holy shit, I forgot I own this. Oh, that's beautiful. I don't know how close the camera is and like how much you can see, but I think this is going to have to, like, it's not gonna face this way on the shelves. I think it has to face this way. I have some YA that has, so I guess this would be a romantasy, like a YA romantasy, but I don't think I have enough of those for its own section per se. But I feel like every YA book that I have that isn't just straight up romance still has romance in it. So, I mean, I guess it can technically go with the romance, but it'll just be in its own like section. You know, we'll get there. We'll get there. We're still organizing. Now that I'm thinking, should I have a separate section for the classics? Maybe. Cause then that answers where 2666 would go, cause they could just all be in one section. And like that would solve a lot of my problems. These are the questions. Where did I put Animal Farm? Over there. Okay, because then so far we would have all of these. And that feels like it makes more sense. I just went over to look at the camera and realized you can't see anything. You have no idea what's going on right now, and that's fine. It's okay. And here's some more of my thrillers. Well, this isn't really a thriller. Can we discuss really quick? I remember when I was first reading this book, it was marketed as a thriller. And I was reading it, going into it thinking it was gonna be like comparable to like the regular thrillers, The Last Flight, like I showed you earlier. Like I thought it was gonna be comparable to those, and it's not true. This, if you go into this book, I know this book is kind of old now, I guess, but if you go into this book and you think about it as if it's just literary fiction, it doesn't make it feel so disappointing. Like this was disappointing when I was reading the first half of it and thinking it was a thriller. But the moment I was like, I don't think that this is actually a thriller and I think this was marketed wrong. This is definitely more literary fiction. I enjoyed this a lot more. I still think I gave it like 3.5, but like 3.5 is not bad. So I'm putting this with the rest of the like literary fiction and not with any of the thrillers because that doesn't make sense. Oh, I forgot about this. Oh, I forgot I own this. I love this book so much. I forgot I own this. I'm not pitching this. That's not the point of this video, but this book is really good. This book, also brilliant. I listened to this on audio and it was so good that I had to buy a physical copy because I enjoyed it so much. I have yet to like go through it and see if I can pick out the quotes that I loved that I like wrote down in the notes app while I was listening to it because I didn't have the physical book yet, because I referenced things in this book often enough to feel compelled to know exactly where it is in the book. Just haven't had the time to do it, but I feel like now that I'll see the book like on the shelves, it'll be a lot easier for me to remember to do it because it's so good. I have two piles here that kind of don't make any sense. I have a pile of just 2 Ocean Vuong books and then a bunch of like literary fiction adjacent things, but the Ocean Vuong books are going with the literary fiction, so I'm not quite sure why I did that. But like, sure. Wait, should I put the short, I'm already getting distracted. Should I put short stories in a separate section? Probably not. I have like 3 of them. I have 4 of them? Oh, I have 5 of them. You see how the number just keeps going up? Isn't that crazy? Stag Dance. This is short stories. Out There, absolutely brilliant. This is so good. Also short stories. The Age of Doubt, this is also short stories. And this is technically listed as a novel, but there's like multiple stories in this. But I guess it's a novel. So maybe I didn't have as many as I thought. But I feel like I'm missing one. Oh, the other one I don't own. Right. I'm thinking about She's Always Hungry by Eliza Clark. I don't own that, but it's very good and I will own it eventually. This can go into translated since it's in my hand. And I guess we won't have to do that. So this is translated, we'll call it that. Stag Dance can go with the, I guess, literary fiction. This isn't really literary fiction. This feels like it has to go. This isn't spacey, but does it feel like it makes more sense to be close to Project Hail Mary and The Martian than it would with the literary fiction, kinda? Well, it literally says speculative literary fiction. So I guess I should follow what the book says. This is the first time I looked on the back of one of these books and it's told me what genre it is. The one time where I disagree. Love that. Okay, what else do we have? Oh, yes. Elena knows. I've raved about this book. Die, My Love. This book, I still don't understand what this is about. And I was tempted to see the movie, but the movie looked like scary. So I didn't want to see it because I'm a scaredy cat. I feel like I should have saw the movie anyway, but I don't know. I like don't understand what this book is about, but I still own it because I'm tempted to reread it. But this is gonna go with the translated as well. And then my Pride and Joy the Bee Sting, which is going with the rest of the literary fiction. Brilliant book. Big, it's a tank of a book, but it's very good. And the last things I have in this box is the full deluxe editions of The Hunger Games, which I have not read and purely got because it was pretty. I've never read The Hunger Games. And that makes no sense because I also own this. So like, why do I own all of this? And does it piss me off a little bit that these are 2 different versions and like, well, how am I supposed to sit these side by side when they are different versions? Whatever, man. Whatever. Okay. We have some Becky Chambers. I'm reading this right now. You can see my bookmark flipping around. I just got this, I think yesterday, 2 days ago. And like, look at that. I don't know if you can see that. It's absolutely stunning. You'll see it closer up when you get like a picture of the shelves. But this is gonna go obviously with Project Hail Mary. And then more space adjacent books. I have the first Emily Wilde book. I don't really have a fantasy section though. Oh, well, I have Catabasis. Sure. I think this is gonna go with the space stuff, even though it's not really space, but I think fantasy and like adult fantasy and space stuff might have to go together because I don't have that much of it. The Secret World of Briar Rose, also absolutely beautiful. And I did like the pre-order situation where you can get like the character cards. So I have all of the character cards. Absolutely love that. I just got this recently too. Their Eyes Were Watching God from a Black-owned bookstore in my area. So that was very exciting. Oh God, I'm starting to sweat. Oh no, that is not a good sign. Anyways, I have the Belladonna series. I'm missing the last book because I have these 2 in paperback and I didn't want to get the hardcover of Wisteria. Yeah, I didn't want to get it in a hardcover if I have the 2 paperbacks, so they would look stupid. It would look dumb if they were all lined up together. So I don't have that yet. Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom. Was obsessed with this. Was absolutely obsessed. I bought this because I loved the movie so much that I was like, yep, I guess I'm gonna read this kid's book. And I had like a perfectly good time. Then we have Babel and we have The Familiar. I didn't enjoy this book, but ooh, it's dusty as hell. I didn't enjoy this, but one of you all left me a comment talking about this book. Did make me want to reread it, and that's partially why I still own it. And also because I think it's really pretty. Is that everything? Except for all of the romance? I think it is. I guess I'll take a picture so I can put it on the screen so you can get a vibe. This was my first ever figure. I think he's like 10 inches. I don't understand size. That sounds crazy. Don't do anything with the way I just said that. Oh, this is 10 inches. And for some reason in my head, I thought that was small. So that's why I have him and he's huge, but I love him and he's gonna just go there for now. And then I also have my little Sony Angels. I don't know how close I am, but hopefully that's better for you. They're just gonna go on here for now because they're gonna be in the way because they were on the romance shelf, which makes sense. And they're gonna have to definitely go back onto the romance shelf once it's officially here. Let's start with Alice Oseman books. Let's start there. And let's maybe put them, these are heavy, bro. You're not gonna be able to see it from that far away, but the fourth book is like the tiniest bit shorter than the rest of them. Now that I'm having them on these shelves, there's not really anything I can do to kind of camouflage it. It was easier to kind of camouflage it in like something more enclosed, but because this is so open, I can't really do anything about it, but I hate it. It actually kind of really pisses me off. Here is where I realized that there's more books than I thought, because I didn't realize that there was this much stacked behind there. I wish that I also had like a means of displaying them a little bit better in some regards, but I mean, I guess actually that will work out fine because there's some books that I don't care about. Like this was okay. I don't really need to display this. These were good, but these are like seasonal. Like this is, obviously you can see this is like a winter book and this is a summer book and we are in the summer, but that don't matter to me none. So maybe, can I put these back here? Am I gonna get too nitpicky about this? I just want it to make sense, you know? We're actually gonna move on though, because I don't think I can think about this any longer. So we're gonna leave that there for now. Oh Lord. These are all books that I love. They're all getting displayed out into the front. So like really cute and like fun thing about this book, I was on YouTube and I got a targeted ad for Coach because they know I'd be up on that website. One of the things that they were selling was like mini versions of different books, and this was one of the books. And I was gagged, and it was like $90 for a bag charm, nuts. But I ended up forgetting about it, and then I missed out on it, and then it sold out. So, yep. And then here are all my Joya Goffney books. She's coming out with another book, I think in January. Yeah, in January. I pre-ordered it. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I love her so bad. So much so, I think I'm gonna shift all of this over so she can be in the middle. I'm gonna just do a little slide to the right. Okay, yeah. Put the babies up here. Can you see that? I can't tell. I'm gonna go over to you. We're gonna get a little close really quick. Okay, yeah. Frick. Oh wait, no, I don't like these, so I can put these back here. It makes space for books I do like. This is definitely going there, but this is gonna be facing this way. She's gonna be like that. That's a lot of stuff already. Jesus. Man, oh man. Okay. I feel like I can also add another figure. I had this boy, but I feel like, but these aren't sad though. These are. These books are sad. This is gonna cause me issues later when I have to get the third book, but I think then we'll just move radio silence back up here like it was originally. I think that's how we'll solve that issue. Okay, I think that's enough for the decorating so far. What do we think? Do we like it? Do we love it? Let's actually keep going with the romance. Let's keep that going. Do these 2 shelves for the adult romance. We'll figure some stuff out. I just moved this stack of books just to realize that there is another thick stack this high, if not higher, of books I don't give a fuck about. Well, that's not true. Some of them I do, I just didn't have space to show them. But I didn't realize how many more books there are. Thank God though, like I said, some of this is already like relatively organized. Y'all see how I like did like mirror this? Maybe I hate that. And maybe I don't want that. Okay. So let's, oh Jesus. Oh my God, the books are falling. There's more than I thought. I'm sweating. This is too much. This is much too much. I'm okay. Okay, let me see. Let me take a step back. Yeah. I think I prefer that. I also have a bunch of Emily Henry. Like I have all of her books, which I kind of feel like maybe I should take this out. Like I should do what I did with The Secret World of Briar Rose and like put that like this. Cause that's cute, right? Okay, we took a little bit of an intermission, but we are back now. Nothing more got done in our intermission. However, I do have all of the books out. So I have everything now. So some of these books, some of the books I like, let me see if this is my, yes, this is my signed copy by the author. But this is the book that I did my first beta reading for. So I've done beta reading for 2 books, both from this author. This is one of them. This is my signed copy, but I did purchase my own copy at one point as well. So I do own 2 copies of them. So I don't actually need to like display both. So I think the one that isn't signed, that isn't like a prized possession, can be somewhere else. But I have a lot of romance books, literally 2 fucking stacks, if not technically 3, of books that I don't care about, that I would like to not exist. Is this romance? No, it's not. We're not putting fucking Sally Rooney in romance. I don't care what any of y'all say. I'm not doing it. I'm not falling for the propaganda. And then I have these 2 that I don't like. So they're going to either go behind some stuff, or I'm thinking my third option is actually stack some books underneath the shelves. They're just gonna be on the floor. You'll be able to see them still, but, well, y'all won't, but I'll be able to see them when I'm in my own room. This one's interesting. Somehow I managed, I'm pretty sure this is an ARC. I'm pretty sure I got this secondhand and it's a fucking ARC, and I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to do that. And this is like a collection of short stories, and I think there's only one story in here. There's something I underlined. We don't know if we'll walk out of here. He took her hand. You're right, we don't. But maybe enduring this would be easier if we had something to look forward to. Don't know why I underlined that, but sure. I guess it meant something to me at the time, which I read it. There is like one story I think in this that's like actually good. There's one story that's actually good, and I'm gonna tell you the only thing I really remember about the story is that this is romance, by the way. You knew that already. We're on the romance shelf. Is that the female main character gave oral to the male main character, and that's the thing I remember about it. It's well written. That's just the thing that stands out into my brain. Whatever. And Pardon My Frenchie isn't good. It's not good. But maybe it's because I'm a dog person, and the way that they talk about dogs in this book is unserious to a degree that I can't co-sign. So that's probably gonna go on the floor. Let's get to stack number 2, shall we? Call Me By Your Name, the movie cover. Ooh, I would have, if we can go back to when I first started reading and I made questionable decisions about the books I purchased. We could then talk about the fact that instead of, like I did with Project Hail Mary, which is now under some other books, I'm not gonna grab it, but Project Hail Mary, I went out of my way to get the original cover. The only thing on my cover is like there's a little spot here that's like now a motion picture, like something like that. But it is still the like original cover, and it does not have Ryan Gosling on it. Ryan Gosling looks fine as hell in that film, but I don't want him on my book cover. This one, however, why is Timothy on here? Why the heck is Timothy on my book? Pissing me off. Also, I don't know if I like this book, but I can't get rid of it. And I don't know what that's about, but I cannot get rid of this book for the life of me. And I didn't really enjoy it. I thought their relationship was questionable because like he's 17 and he's like 20 something. So what the fuck is that? And his parents are just okay with that. Sure, I guess. And you know, everyone talks about the peach scene in this book and they go on and on about how like gross and weird that is, which like, knock it off. That's not even the grossest thing that happens. I argue that's not even really that gross at all. What does that say about me? But what actually I find to be horrendous is the bathroom scene. And if you know what I'm talking about, you would have recalled the time where they decided to both shit in the same toilet after each other. And I still, to this day, because this book takes place in France, right? I need to know what's the plumbing system in France. Because we can't do that here in the US. We can't do that here. So that's really where my questions lie. But also, like, that's gross. That's nasty and gross and, like, gives me the ick. But that's the thing I remember the most about this book, is that. I don't need to display this, though. This is going on the floor. This book I also found to be unserious, so this is also going to go onto the floor. This one I also found unserious. This one starts off really good, but then becomes ridiculous. Because then the thing, okay. The thing I take issue with about adult romance, and this is the reason why I have like most of my young adult romance, like I'm willing to display, even if some of them are like a little shaky, like I'm willing to pretty much display all of them because at the crux of it, they're good. But adult romance is like, you don't have the childlike wonder that allows certain things to slide. So you have to meet me in seriousness, because me as a almost 30-year-old adult person, I need to be able to be like, yeah, this could happen. This could happen. Like, am I suspending my disbelief a little bit? Yeah, of course, it's fiction. But like, to some degrees, I'm like, okay, this doesn't make any sense. Like, real people wouldn't do this. And it takes me out too bad where I'm just like, no. So that's kind of my problem with some of these books here. Is like, stop. This wasn't good. This, Tessa Bailey, I don't even have to explain this to you. I already have tears in my eyes. This pissed me off so bad reading it again. This is a music book. It's a music Christmas book, which there's so many things wrong. The main male character's name is Beat, and the main female's name is Melody. It says, and I quote, on page 285, "There's no beat without a melody." And now I'm hot, I'm sweaty, and I'm pissed the fuck off. This, again, the same problem I was talking about before. I'm supposed to believe everybody's grown. I don't believe that. This, actually, I'm not gonna let y'all make me hate this. I'm not gonna let y'all make me hate that book. I'm putting it right there. This, ooh, I have childhood trauma and mommy issues just as much as the next person. Get a grip. Get a grip. I'm gonna need you to get a whole ass grip, because ain't no way. This, beautiful gowns. Because this cover, cute and adorable, the writing in this, not real. Not real. Like, this shit don't make no sense. I can't say the AI played a part in it. I hope it didn't. I hope actually we just might be shitty writers. It might just be that, but some shit just doesn't make sense in this book. One of my biggest issues with this book was that it's called the Single Dads Club, but he's not technically single. He's not technically a single dad. The mother of the kid is there. I don't even remember him having the kid that often. But whatever, let's get to the last stack and then we can move the fuck on. Since when do lesbians not know how to communicate? Answer quickly. Right. Not existing in reality. Internalized racism. Don't piss me off. This is the literal reason why I hate age gap romance. It's because of shit like this. I already think y'all are weird. I already think y'all that want to be dating people that are like 10 years younger than you, 10 years older than you, all that kind. I already think y'all are weird. And I'm gonna have to stand on that. It's getting nasty because now I'm getting hot. I'm really sweaty and now I'm mad. I don't get it. And I might have been able to follow this book up on it and say that it was okay that there was an age gap situation. But if she had to bring it up one more goddamn time about how much younger this boy was from her, and I have to use the word boy and not a man because that's what it was giving. It's going under the desk. I can't do it. This is the only book out of the 3 that I thought wasn't good. And maybe it's because like billionaire propaganda. I feel like the guy was a billionaire. Yeah, he was in tech. Nasty. Don't want to hear about it. This I liked, but everybody else in the book club didn't. So they kind of swayed me a little bit, I fear. So do I still think I like this more than everybody else? Yes. Do I think this book was excellent? No, it was perfectly fine. Can I put more figures up here? Is that the choice I'm gonna make? Because I want to display these. I like these books. I don't want them to be hidden. They might literally just have to go there. I have some stuff, y'all. I have some stuff. Oh, she's too tall. Okay. I don't have some stuff, y'all. I don't. This I feel like I should keep up here though. But if I keep that, then that means try to put hymns up here. All right, chat, we're getting somewhere. The last thing I'm going to have to place here is going to have to be All Might. All Might's gonna have to find a home like soon. So far we have the horror at the top on the first shelf. And then underneath it we have adult romance. And then we have one YA romance. The YA romance is in there because I just don't have any other place to put it. And it does technically fit the vibe of like the second side of the shelf. So we're gonna have to let that be. And then underneath is adult romance. And then underneath is All Might. And on the second set of shelves, we do have my 4 thrillers. And then my 3 like historical books. And then we go into my like sci-fi stuff. And then underneath that, we have all of my YA romance. And then we have underneath that more YA romance, just some of it is darker. And then we have all my like Heartstopper stuff. Still have all of my like nonfiction. So my memoirs, poetry. You know, I do have some manga. And maybe we'll see how much space I have. But I'm thinking, I'm gonna take all of my translated books and we're gonna put that with All Might. And then depending on how much space I have left, we will see if I can get all of my The Summer Hikaru Died to fit on here. Oh, so good, brilliant book. So good. So that's all. The Summer Hikaru Died as well. And then I also have one of the light novels. I was thinking about just getting the second one because the other one, so this one has Hikaru on it and the other one has Yoshiki on it. I think I'm saying his name right. The other one has him on it. So I just thought it would be cute if I had both of them. Okay, so the only piles that I have left right now, memoirs, poetry, nonfiction stuff, classics, a small stack of classics, and then we have a bunch of like literary fiction. We'll probably do the memoirs And like nonfiction and the classics will go on this last shelf. And then all of like the literary fiction can go on these two shelves. And then I'll probably put like the bulk of the figures on those shelves. Okay, y'all, I think this is where we're at for the books. Okay, let me get all of my figures out and we'll start placing those around, and then I'll show you guys an up close shot of the shelves and we will be done. Which, this is so crazy. I haven't fully taken it in yet. I'm still focused. I am missing a few figures on here that aren't going to actually make it to the shelves because they're all like sleeping figures, and I think having them on my nightstand is cute, so they're not gonna go on here. But this is everything else minus my fuck ass Deku figure that doesn't stand because he's like weighted wrong. So he'll just have to go somewhere else. Them's is it. Superb. All right, y'all. I think that's it. These are the girls. All of my books are officially on these shelves. That is so crazy. Well, thanks for watching. I hope this video was entertaining. Please like the video, leave me a comment as to what you think. If there's any books that you feel like I should have that should be on these shelves. Subscribe and like all that other stuff, right? Yeah? Okay. Bye.